Hello, this is Sonja from My Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. Today we're doing the last 5 prompts of my gratitude documenting. And we're starting with day 25, which is thankful for nature. And I've chosen snowflakes, and I've just screenshot this beautiful photo of a snowflake. I'm sort of fascinated by snow because, first of all, we live in South Africa. We don't really see snow often. And just the beauty and the amazingness of snowflakes. So my journaling says, today I'm thankful for nature. It truly testifies of the greatness of God. I love nature and being in it. It lifts up my spirit. I've chosen a photo of a snowflake because it fascinates me. No snowflake is alike. It amazes me that God will go into so much trouble creating each snowflake with a different pattern. If He takes so much care designing nature, I can trust Him. And yeah, that is exactly how I feel. It's amazing that each snowflake is different. And yeah, that is just amazing. I'm showing you here, I've got a small little snowflake, which I'm going to pop on a chalk paint, and I'm going to use it as a background, just spreading it all over the background. I've also put some clusters of snowflakes, which I bought at a local craft shop, just around my photos and also on my journaling card. And I've backed my journaling card with blue, the same blue pattern paper, which I've got on the right hand side, just to bring a little bit blue in it and to bring just uniformity on that layout. So yeah, I'm just popping it on there. I love this chalk paint. It's so nice and fainted, and it doesn't bleed through. Not that I have to be worried about this because it's quite thick cardstock. I'm playing around with this pom-poms and think which one I think I want to use, but none of the colors truly sort of were the same, so I decided I'm going to rather use this beautiful blue flowery washi tape. I haven't had the opportunity to use it very often, so I was glad that I'll be able to use it here. So I'm just popping it in to give it a little bit more interest and to anchor that label on there. Now I've got this stamp set with some phrases on it, and I've decided to use one of the phrases which says snapshot. I don't know actually why I used that one. I think it's because it fit on the label. It didn't come out very nice. It was a bit skew. But yeah, I thought, it's good enough to move on. I'm not going to do it over. I'm very bad when it comes to stamping, especially with this stamp. I always do it skew. You can't really see very well where you need to put it. But it was fine. So I'm putting it on there, snapshot, because yeah, it fitted on there and I thought that was the most suitable one. I've decided it's a bit too white on that label, and I'm just going to go in with some more stamping. This little cute little snowflake stamp is quite handy at the moment. I'm definitely going to use it for my December documenting. Not that we've got any snow here in South Africa, but anyway. Now moving on to the next day, that's day 26. That is, I'm thankful for a trip. Now the trip was a trip to Israel, and I'm going to read you my journaling, and then yeah, that will explain most of it. Today I'm so thankful for my trip to Israel. My mom died in 2017 and my sister and I decided to visit Israel, celebrating her life. Before she died, I asked her if she could visit one more place. Where will she go? One of the places she mentioned was Israel. I had a fantastic time with my sister, and it was wonderful to honor and celebrate my mom's life in this way. Mom, you would have loved it too. Thanks for the memories. So yeah, that was a wonderful trip. I would recommend anybody to go to Israel, especially if you're a believer. It's absolutely a fascinating place. There's really something magical about Israel. And we had a lovely time, my sister and I, just celebrating my mom's life, honoring her. She loved to travel. She wasn't really able to travel a lot, but if she had the opportunity, she always went, and she always had so much fun. And I knew she would have loved coming with us to Israel, but I know yeah, she would have been happy for us to do that. So I backed my photo with a blue doily, just to bring a little bit more blue from the left-hand side, because the cardstock I've got my journaling on is blue. So yeah, just to bring a little bit blue in, and then I thought I'm going to just do this little tag, use this little tag just to bring a little bit interest, just to make it a little bit different. And I'm going to tuck it behind my photo. It's all from the Heritage Collection. Yes, I love this little tag with the butterflies. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that pink, not pink, the purple cardstock is also from the Heritage Collection. And I'm definitely using these beautiful pink and orange roses, which is absolutely my favorite from the Heritage Collection. Moving swiftly over to day 27. Day 27 was I'm thankful for trials and difficulties. So my journaling says, I think going through a hard time make you much more compassionate towards others, especially if they're on the same situation that you have been before. It also drives you to your knees and depending on God. It grows your relationship with Him. You have a choice, or you turn your back on God, or you dig deep in His grace and help. I choose the latter. That is why I think going through trials is something to be grateful for. What I've chosen is a photo of some food parcels we collect every month for sort of a poor community who really relies on these food parcels. And a few years ago, I think I've mentioned it before, my husband lost his job and we went for quite a tough financial time. And sometimes people used to come with grocery bags at our doorstep, or they would just bless us. And I've just realized what a blessing it is when you go through a tough time, when somebody just bring you that food, which you worry about how you're going to feed your family during the week, and they just drop these parcels of food, or they just pay money in your bank account, and it makes you much more compassionate towards other people. Before I went through that, when somebody used to say to me, oh, I don't have money to go out for coffee, I would think, how can you not have money to go out for coffee? It's impossible. But going through that tough time, I realized what they mean. There is just not money for any extras. Sometimes there is not even money for a coffee. So it made me much more compassionate towards other people, looking out for people that's going through difficult times and reaching out to them and helping them. So that is why I think it is really something to be thankful for. Now, art-wise, I've put a brown doily at the back of the photo, and I backed it with pink cardstock, and I'm just popping these brown flowers also. I think that is from the Auburn Lane collection, and that card is Webster Free printable. It says let's eat pie. I just thought that's probably we don't celebrate Thanksgiving here in South Africa, so I just thought that's probably going to be the closest I can use that card. And then I've popped some little butterflies also at the top, and I put this blessing sticker, which I've once also bought this Thanksgiving stickers at the craft shop, which is obviously more geared to Thanksgiving, but I mean that I could use it during my Thankful 30 documenting this year. So I just pop blessings there at the bottom, and then I'm just putting this fainted pink and golden washi tape there at the bottom. Now, day 28 is I'm thankful for a certain photo. Now, I had a photo of Jerusalem, a certain place. We were on the Mount of Olives and I took that photo. But when I had to document this, I couldn't find that photo. And I just really didn't feel like looking now for hours. I wanted to film this now. So I just put a cluster of photos together, and the cluster or the square there at the bottom left hand side is actually the photo. I just made it a bit smaller. I did find the photo at the end, but yeah, that's now fine. My journaling, it says, I'm thankful for this photo of Jerusalem taken from the Mount of Olives. It's one of the most amazing experiences to stand there knowing that Jesus was there once too. I just love that view of Jerusalem. It's very poignant. I will remember being there and looking over my beloved Jerusalem for the rest of my life. Yeah, it is one of those moments in life that I will never forget. It was absolutely amazing standing there, having this amazing view over Jerusalem, and just see that city, and especially being on a Mount of Olives, which you can be sure Jesus has walked there. Some of those olive trees are 2,000 years old. So Jerusalem obviously is built on top. So the original Jerusalem is not there anymore. You have to go underneath Jerusalem to find the original one. So yeah, that was just, as I said, I'm thankful for that photo I had, that I had the opportunity to be there. I'm just putting a little bit bunting there at the top, which is part of the Heritage Collection. And then I've got this documented card, journaling card from Felicity Jane, which worked perfectly with these colors. I think it was once with the gratitude, one of the month when they celebrated gratitude. So it came with that. I once bought it on a sale. And then at the bottom, I was going to put this lace, this sort of cream lace, which I thought worked very nicely with this layout. Yes, I love this pattern with the roses of the Heritage Collection. It is really one of my favorite. So then I've got this stamp with a little birdie at the top also there, which I can pop there. And I'm going to put my favorite washi tape. I absolutely adore this golden washi tape with sort of roses, etched roses. Yeah, I just love it. So yeah, that is day 28. And yeah, I probably will keep that photo there. I don't think I'll change it. Now the next one is thankful for surprises. I had to think long and hard about surprises, because the only surprise party I once had was when I was 22 years old, and I don't have any photos of that. So what I could think of is, once I'll read you the journaling, and then it will tell us a story. I'm thankful for surprises. One that stood out was this Le Creuset pink kettle I received on my 41st birthday. I've always wanted that kettle, but it was out of my budget. My lovely friends pulled together and bought it for me for my birthday. It always put a smile on my face when I fill it up to my coffee. It was such a lovely surprise. Yeah, it was a nice surprise. Yeah, they knew I love Le Creuset, and I've been talking about that. I want that pink kettle. My kitchen is sort of pink and blues, pastel-y. And I sort of fancy that pink kettle, and they decided to put money together, and it was lovely to open it and find that pink kettle there. So that was a really, really big surprise. Now I'm working with orange and purple, the colors. It's an interesting combination. I must say, at the end I do like this combination. It's just something you'll choose so generally, but I do like it. I've got some stickers which I bought at the local craft shop, which I'm using also. I'm using this purpley, fainted, sketchy, watercolouring cardstock sticker, which I'm going to pop in that black and white frame sticker, which is from the Heritage Collection. And I've got this card, which is just a print out, which I bought, I think it's from Pebbles. I'm not sure actually from where, but it was loads of cards so you can cut out of these journaling cards, and it says warm and snuggly. Now I thought it worked nice with the orange and the purple and things like that, and the fact that you talk about coffee. And I put a pop little coffee cup there at the bottom. It says coffee time, which worked perfectly. And then I thought the journaling card felt to me a little bit too orangey. I wanted to bring a little bit purple in there, so I popped this round button sort of chipboard piece there with a little bit of purple, just to bring a little bit purple into that cluster. And then the other side, the journaling side, as you can see, I put that house there, just because coffee, and yeah, you drink coffee at home, and it is something in my home, so I just thought that would work nicely. Yeah, and that completes my day 29 journaling, and now we're moving on to the last day. And that is obviously day 39, and day 39 is you thankful for a tradition. Now the tradition we have is making this Christmas gingerbread Christmas tree every year. Now my journaling says, today I'm thankful for this Christmas tradition. Each year we make this Christmas tree to eat on Christmas Eve. This is made out of gingerbread dough, and we put it together with icing and put loads of sweets on for decoration. We always create a little Christmas scene around the tree with coconut flakes and little figurines, ice skating and play in the snow. My kids still love it, and then may it long continue. Yeah, so that's just a nice tradition. Usually on Christmas Eve, we usually open up presents on Christmas Day. Sometimes on Christmas Eve, depends on how it works out, but mostly on Christmas Day. So Christmas Eve, we just come together as a family, and we just have a nice cozy meal, and then we usually have the kids have that for pudding, or the grown-ups also if they want. That journey card, Bake Up a Joy, was also part of that cut-apart printable, which was from which I said, I think it's from Pebbles. The sticker sheet is the same Thanksgiving sticker sheets, which I'm trying to use up. And I've decided to use that pie, it says pie time. I wanted to bring a little bit of green into this layout. And I'm now popping that house on top of there. And I'm just putting some of these sort of orangey, pinky flowers and washi tape there at the bottom. I also love that washi tape, just to bring a little bit more orange in it in effect. Now my day 30 is nearly done. I'm just going to pop this word phrases on it. I hope you've enjoyed this journey with me. I really, really love it. I'm definitely going to do it next year again. It will be interesting to see how things have changed, if my prompts have changed, or the prompts will be the same, but what I'm thankful for this year. Yes, I'm definitely going to do a flip through, as I've done with my gratitude documenting. And yeah, if you like this, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And you must have a great day. In the meantime, I'm leaving you with some close-up photos. Enjoy. Bye-bye.